Ooh, we got a sporting sequence. Hey, what's up guys, Chris here, who else? And today we're taking a look at a very old recommendation that has really stuck with me, Titanfall. As always guys, leave your recommendations in the comment section as I go through all of them. I very vaguely remember this game. I actually never got to play it, but I remember that it was like made from an ex Call of Duty game making guy, and it was regarded as quite good as far as I can recall. Have you guys played it? Now before we get started, I actually have to make a sick shout out to all of you filmmaking bros. 5-day deals are launching for the next 5 days, the biggest Filmmaker bundle brought to us by Rode, Boris FX, Filmpak and Triumph Films. It goes live only for 5 days between June 9th and June 14th PST time. From the main bundle to the pro to the full charity bundle, it is a sick collection of filmmaker assets, whether it comes to digital assets, whether it comes to filmmaking courses and tutorials, to a ton of other goodies that should not be missed, guys. Plus, with each sale, 10% goes to charity. Now, I have taken a look at the bundle and what it includes, and it is essential for us filmmakers at an insane deal. So guys, do not miss out. Check the link down below, go through the bundle, see the amazing savings you can make, and if it is something that you can use, absolutely go for it. So with that said, let's fire up YouTube and check out the Titanfall cinematic. Full screen, and 1, 2, 3, it plays by itself. Thank you. Very sci-fi. That power pose, man. Wait. Jesus Christ. I think it's a combination of live action green screen. Yeah, mate, it's real actors, but in a digital environment. That was pretty cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice. Ooh, we got a sporting sequence. Oh, that's sick. Ooh, the drama. Mate, it's extremely fast-paced and I feel like I need a break, but... Oh, that is epic AF, mate. Let's go. Mate, we should count the number of epic, like, landings. Sick. Let's go. Let them fight. Mate, there's so much going on. Oh, that's sick, actually. Wait, how is he controlling it, though? Or is it like autopilot? And he's down. What? That's pretty cool. Okay. Titanfall. Pretty cool. 2014, Jesus, that is a long time. Now, very cool cinematic. From a storytelling point of view, I felt there was so much going on, I couldn't really follow. Some very epic action scenes, but the thing that got me the most was that they actually used live action in combination with a digital environment, which back for 2014, that's really sick. Now, if you guys have seen The Mandalorian, Star Wars, and that sort of thing, they're actually using Unreal Engine to create digital environments and track them real time while filming. So basically you're filming, but the background is digital and it's linked to the camera. So as the camera moves, the background perfectly parallaxes in the background, which is a sick technology. But here, I think they used green screen and then they placed the actor in the digital environment, which is pretty sick, man. It's pretty hard to do. So that was epic. Let's jump right back and talk about some cool filmmaking scenes, some cool visual effects, and that sort of thing. You guys know how that goes. So, 0, back to the start. So, we are initiating a very cool sequence actually, which is basically completely in the dark, but then the helmets and the lights come on, which is a very sci-fi thing to do because it looks really cool and engaging. So we have the oh. What happened there, mate? So, we have the helmets kind of like coming up to life. And the main characters is actually a different design, which is cool. And I like the addition of that small, very small, almost anamorphic-like flare. Now, this is a very cool trick to do when you have light effects and visual effects, whether it is an explosion, a sci-fi gun, a lightsaber, whatever. If you can include a bit of a like light streak and optical flare, it will add a quiet touch. Now, don't go overboard because that's going to be excessive and it's going to be like, oh, why is that happening? But here, it's implemented real well. Oh. We're instantly dropped with a very like hectic soundtrack, and that is to help kind of like the action. So the guys are jumping out. I love this scene. We have smoke everywhere for some reason. And boom, boom, boom. That's this kind of like hero pose landing. It's a very cool thing to do, and it's actually not that hard to do with visual effects. What you would need is to lock your tripod or your camera down so it does not move, and you will then move it digitally in post. But basically you do the action and then with a clean plate animate the actor coming back in and completing that move, and this way you can have a really cool power pose coming in. So the guy is in. We kind of go to a first person view because that's kind of like the game's thing. It's really cool. Now here, we have an extreme kind of like wobble movement happening. And I think part of it is because they're trying to hide the live action, you know, quality with the digital environment. Because again, this is back in 2014. You can see a few things are out of it. The thrusters is really cool. I like this transition, that's really cool. Boom. And here we can really tell that is an actor playing because the animation is so fluid and so realistic. And if you look at the cloth and things like this, it's real. See? I'll tell you, that whole scene inside might actually be filmed for real, on location. See? The cloth is... Oh, actually, that was the cloth. Now it's a character. I think now it's a character. Oh, again, do you see the background looks quite real? That's very interesting to me because I have not seen this before. Now, when you marry practical effects and actual filming with digital effects, that's when you create really cool stuff. An example would be Star Wars, the prequel trilogy, was too visual effects. You know what I mean? Everything looked kind of like digital and fake. It was too much. Rogue One would be a great example of Star Wars with practical and visual effects coming together and being like, oh, so visually amazing, mate. So we have the thing going on. I love this scene, filmmaking wise, this is so cool. What you need to do is basically put your camera on a gimbal and then practice with your talent to run on the same time, right? So you would go at the same time in the same pace as the action happens. Now, combine that with slow motion and a really cool action sequence and you would have this. Back in the day, Spartans did this with Zack Snyder and it was one of the best scenes. Oh. Ooh. So freaking cool, man. Now we're gonna go to one of my favorite scenes, which is the running sequence, and this just feels right out of like an invasion movie. Ooh, this is so epic. Again, it's so cool, man. This feels filmed because of the camera handheld look and all of this, and even the background, it just feels, oh, so freaking cool, man. It's epic. Then we transition to the inside of the machine. This kind of reminds me of Iron Man, kind of like HUD display overlay. Again, really easy, straightforward to do this. Basically, you would film something and then in post distort it on the edges and, you know, put those HUD elements and things like this, even put like banding lines. If you guys watch really close, they have this kind of like old CRT TV kind of film attached to it. So all of those things coming together, they can easily create a very kind of like a very cool view from inside a machine, inside of goggles, inside of a sci-fi gun, whatever it is. I actually used this on Paragon Reloaded when the drone was hunting out. Cool stuff. So he goes in, then we have absolute mayhem, man. Absolute mayhem. This is really cool because I get it. From a storytelling perspective, there's so many things going on, but actually from a gameplay perspective, they need to show all this to get the players excited of how the gameplay is gonna go down, which is fine. And in the filmmaking world, you're actually gonna find bumping heads a lot because you might, as the filmmaker, want to make like a very cohesive and storytelling piece, but you're shooting a product. So you actually need to showcase the product and put the product first versus what filmmaking wise would be the best. And all those things really can butt heads sometimes, but at the end is a balancing act. You have to find a balancing thread between, for example, showing a product really nicely, but also doing it with storytelling that inspires the audience, basically. So that takes experience, that takes a time to develop that sort of skill set, and this can only happen by having a project after project after project. An example would be, I'm making a Final Fantasy VII live action short film with insane challenges to bring that kind of world to live action, but it's through the struggles, through what needs to be overcome and working on it, that is helping me grow my skill set. So anyways, guys, that was it. Let me know what you thought of the Titanfall back in the day now, and if you played it, and is there gonna be like a Titanfall 3 or something. Don't miss out the 5 days deal for the Filmmaker bundle, guys. Again, not sponsored, but it is a sick bundle and a must-have. And I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, stay awesome and creative.